Okay, so as you can see by the title of the video, this is pretty much my entire dental, I don't know, whatever the title says is what I went with. My dental story, my dental dilemma so far, whatever. Oh, let me tell her. You're in my video now because I'm recording. Okay, so there's going to be an awkward pause in my video. That's okay. Most of my videos do because I'm very all over the place. So what I've had done so far, well actually it's easy to say what haven't I had done. Nothing is removable, put it that way, and if it does come out then I have a problem. It started, I never really had bad teeth growing up. It all pretty much started when I got my braces. I didn't take care of them. I would eat a bagel in the morning and leave the chunks of bagel in my teeth, and if it came out through the day, that was great. I just did not take care of them, and Jesus, excuse me. Looking back, if I had to do it again, I would be so much more vigilant. I mean, obviously, knowing what I know now. It destroyed my teeth. I got cavities on the fronts of my teeth and on the side, like on in between, which really wasn't from the braces, but just from poor hygiene. It also is genetic in my family, or so I think. My mother has very poor teeth. My father had very poor teeth. My grandparents didn't have the best of teeth. I didn't have a bright outlook on shiny teeth. So as I got older, cavities started forming, and where I went, they would just drill it, clean it, fill it, call it a day. As I got older, closer to college, like senior year, stuff like that, it really started to get bad. That's when I started to get more root canals and stuff like that. So then, let's see what Ashley is saying. I'm struggling with his teeth issues right now. But I'd like to know we are starting to accrue major dental debt. So, can't afford right now. Yes, you should feel special. I will get to that in a second. For me, I'm lucky enough. I'm 23. I am still covered under my parents' medical insurance, which dental doesn't actually. I paid a certain amount of money to stay on my mother's dental after I got out of school, and my father's I was actually covered until just after my 23rd birthday, so I got most of it done before. Now I'm to the point where it's out of my pocket. But it helped a lot because my father's dental through where he works was very good. So that was about $4,500 worth of coverage, which wasn't 100% coverage, obviously. It was like 80-20, something like that. But still, huge help. So as time went on, you know, getting stuff done before I was off of my parents' insurance, I started getting, you know, I would go once a week. I would have a filling, a root canal, post, whatever, just over and over and over. Went away to school, didn't take care of my teeth still. And at one point, I can't remember how old I was. I really can't remember, but I think I was still in high school actually. I went to a dentist, who obviously I won't say the name, not like anyone really cares, but he felt the need to take my 4 front teeth or 5 front teeth. I think it was my 4 front teeth, so my 2 and then the 2. He drilled them and filed them down to just nubs and then rebuilt my teeth. Why? No clue. There was no need. My teeth were structurally okay. There wasn't anything dramatically wrong with them. He just thought that that was the best option, I guess, which we've come to find out was absolutely not. Because he rebuilt them, actually, when he rebuilt them, he didn't make it one smooth surface. There were swipe marks, if that makes sense, like brush strokes almost, and that caught debris and stuff like that. And even though I brushed them, it still I got brown lines on my teeth. And then let's see if you can smile, see? These are all fake. Up here I had a cavity in between my 2 front teeth. I wound up having almost a perfect circle of a cavity into each front tooth. And when I went to where I go now, which is Total Dental Care in Middle Island in Long Island, New York, I highly, highly recommend them. What wound up having to happen is that I had to get a root canal. I mean, this tooth back here got pulled. This tooth right here, this one, this is fake completely. I had this tooth pulled and they had to restore that. This was the tooth that, for Ashley, who I was talking to, oh sorry, I didn't mean to give you the finger, is the tooth that got a severe infection and caused my seizure that I had in January 2012. Yeah. I had hyponatremia and I kept drinking the cold water because for some reason it was soothing the tooth, which sounds very odd. And for those who don't know, hyponatremia is just water poisoning, which means I drank so much water that I knocked the salt balance out of my body, or the salt count, so low that I had a seizure. It wasn't the, you know, movie kind where you're like, all over the place. It was, I was just unconscious on the floor, face down, my hands were up going like this, like The Exorcist, and I was moaning. I woke up 3 days later. They had to keep me drugged up because I was extremely aggressive. I was beating people up and kicking. I kicked a nurse in the head, all of that. Which, that, sidetracking, the outcome with all that stuff is I'm fine. There's no long-term effects of any sort. That's totally, it was just a freak thing. It happened, it's over. And I've learned my lesson not to drink that much water again. I drank over 22 bottles of water in under 4 hours. And I didn't eat anything, so I was not replacing the sodium that I was flushing out of my system. So, back to teeth. The dentist, she had to root canal. Well, first she had to have this one pulled by the oral surgeon and one over here pulled. And then root canaled 6 or I think 8. All these teeth up here. If they're not fake, they're root canaled, so they're dead. I can bite into ice cream. It's kind of cool. So they had to do that, and I walked around with, I didn't walk around with the nubs. They wouldn't let me do that, she promised. I had my temporary ones in, which while I had those in, I didn't have a tooth here or over here, but I went years with missing my 2 teeth on the side, so even having like a fake one for the time being, I was loving it. It's a bridge that's over here that's like 3 teeth, so that whole piece clicks out. I don't take it out, it's cemented in, it stays, it's a permanent one, but it's one appliance. And then this tooth, is it this one? Yeah, this tooth, and this tooth are individual caps. Or crowns, I should say, crowns. And then this tooth, this one, and this one are one piece. So if that ever comes out, I'm missing a whole shitload of teeth. So I have all those done. A lot of people have asked how much has it cost, how much. Honestly, I don't know. Just from thinking in my head of the bills that I've gotten and stuff, multiple thousands of thousands, I know that. What I've actually paid was a lot less, I'm lucky enough. I've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 teeth pulled, which I'll come in for a close up. This side, I have all my teeth. A lot. You can see, I don't know if the camera picks it up, but there's different color out here. Those are crowns too. I went to the hospital again for that because I had such a bad infection that I was just uncontrollable pain. This side isn't as pretty, but I just recently, like 2 weeks ago, had a tooth up here pulled. I don't think you can see it, but I'm missing a tooth down here. There you go. And a tooth up there. So when I bite my mouth shut, there's a whole gap, so I can't really eat on that side of my mouth. It feels a lot better though because the tooth was broken and it was just causing a lot of pain. So I'd rather have no teeth than a tooth that's bothering me. Yeah. Let me go back to Ashley's question. Interrupted by your phone. Oh, this is what she said. The best part of your video is how you're constantly interrupted by your phone. And she said she's just trying to keep me consistent, so yes, you have. What she had said is that her husband is struggling with his teeth issues right now, so I'd like to know, we're starting to accrue major dental debt. My best advice for dental stuff, because I know exactly what you're feeling, go with what it might not seem major, but if he has a broken tooth, get it done. Save it so that he doesn't have to have it pulled. It may seem, you know, it's cheaper to just get it pulled, but it's way better to have your own actual tooth that's rooted into your mouth. If obviously anything that's causing pain, get it done and managed. But the best thing is just be vigilant. Be so vigilant. Brush your teeth, floss your teeth. Get a good fluoride rinse. I think ACT is a good one. That'll kind of help maintain enamel. What else? Definitely floss, because that's how you get the cavities in between teeth, and that's a pain in the ass to try and do all that, and then it winds up affecting the tooth next to it, so then instead of having one cavity, you have two that just spawn. Talking all about you, girl. So yeah, I definitely understand. But what some people forget is that they automatically assume that the necessary stuff is just what's causing you pain. If your tooth becomes structurally compromised, that becomes a necessity also. This tooth that was pulled, it wasn't hurting or anything like that, but it was a root canal tooth, and this center came out. So it's like, all right, well, it doesn't hurt, it's fine, whatever. That structure of the tooth, the center was gone, so all those walls became compromised, and eventually one back part snapped off. I was like, all right. They said they could still save it, but then the inevitable happened, and the outer tooth snapped past the gum line all the way up to the root, like, you know, into the tooth, so that makes it unsalvageable, so they have to remove it. I've also had pretty traumatic experiences with tooth removal. This front one here, I don't think the video is going to pick it up, but can you see that? This is so attractive, I know. I don't know if you can see. Up here is all missing. They had to remove a bunch of the gum tissue and surrounding stuff to get it out because it was so hollowed out and brittle and just destroyed from the infection that as soon as he gripped it, it just snapped. So there's all that tooth still up in there. So he had to just cut up my gum and open it and scrape out, and all up in here was swollen. But when this one, I don't know if he actually did, but I'm pretty sure, I'm way too close to the camera. That's better. I'm pretty sure he either irritated the sinus wall or punctured it or something. I didn't get a sinus infection, so I don't think he did. But, because of how he had to, this one also just fell apart and he had to go in and scrape and drill, and it was just, my whole face was, so, I just got distracted. What was I talking about? Yeah, let me dip this down a little. You can see all my crap in the back. Beautiful. Oh, my dog is passed out. Riley, you sleeping? Hi, Poopy. Hi. Go back to sleep. I'm sorry. Now I'm really distracted. But I think that's my best advice that I can say is maintain as well as you can. It may seem like a pain in the ass to brush in the morning, brush at night, all that stuff. It works. It helps. It's just... And don't forget that just because you're not in pain doesn't mean it's not something that you need to fix. If you have a chip in a tooth, you could probably put it off, not as, you know, severe. If it becomes to the point where it's like a crack in a tooth or something more progressed, it definitely becomes higher up on it. There are a lot of, like on Long Island at least, places that there's something called EDP, which I don't know what that stands for. But it's like you pay $99 a month and you have discounted rates towards, you know, dental. So instead of paying $400 for this, you'll pay $200, or, you know, something like that. But look into that maybe. Some places have their own version of it, like a dental credit card, which would be good because you can charge what you absolutely need to have done now, and then also what you need to, can you stop, sir? Put off what you need to. Okay, this sounds like UPS is at my door right now, so I'm gonna have to pause this and I will return in a second. Okay, so I was told to hurry up and finish. It was UPS at my door. Girl I'm friends with bought me this and it got sent to the house. Little Christmas ornament. Our first Christmas as a married couple. So yeah, let me go back to, this is dental. So for Ashley, you'll have 2 videos that I'll try and hopefully post before you have to leave or do whatever you're doing. I'm gonna record more videos, I believe, today. But I think the dental one is something that I've wanted to get out for a long time. So yeah, let me do a close-up of my teeth just to show you. My bottom teeth, I haven't had anything done. So they're the normal, yeah, my front ones. My top are the ones. So this is what I've had done. Yeah, this is like really in-depth. But you can just see. And I had them put a little chip. See how it's uneven? So it looks like my old teeth. Just so they don't look like perfect and flat and all that stuff. So I believe this is wrapping up this video. I'm gonna stop recording now and post this so that she can watch. My face is getting red. Yeah, I'm gonna post this just so that she can watch. I'm gonna let my camera charge a little more. And I believe that's it. So yeah. Anybody else watching this, please leave comments below if you have any other questions of dental stuff. I'm trying to think of another video to make. If you have any other ideas, please, I'm open. I will make a video specifically answering questions that you ask. So that's it. I have to post this now because she's freaking out. Season premiere of her favorite TV show. Just kidding. Alright, bye. Oh, that's awkward. It didn't end. Okay, well done. I was trying to get like a nice, like, so you can see my teeth. Okay, ready? And bye.